Okay, rate of return versus cost. Now, before when I was saying there's so many dang formulas and metrics out there that are really just the same thing, I'm going to say inflows and outflows, outflows and inflows over and over. And if anyone has worked with me for tutoring or just, or, just listen to these lessons, inflows and outflows, I'm obsessed with those words because it simplifies it and it takes such a complex, unnecessarily complex take on this, right? I don't hear this explained clearly and simply. Here it is. What's your rate of return on something? Well, just like with a stock, it's your inflows divided by outflows. All right. How much did you pay for it versus what did you make from it? And what's your cost of something? Well, it's your outflows divided by inflows. So definitely memorize this. And these are good general formulas for anything, whether it's you personally saying, okay, well, how much did I pay in credit card interest? What's the cost of borrowing money with that? Or how much did I make on a stock? And then obviously for company, what's our rate of return on this new factory that we started? Or what's the cost of borrowing money so that we can build that factory? So the cost for you is the rate of return for someone else and vice versa. So the cost for you to borrow money from the bank is the rate of return for the bank. And the rate of return on a stock for you is the cost the company incurred in order to raise money through that stock. So for example, when you take out a mortgage, you pay interest. Shocker. Any of you were shocked by that? Well, that means you don't own a home. Can't say I do at the moment either, but maybe that'll change. These prices get a little bit more friendly. Let's say over the course of 10 years, you pay $10,000 in interest for a loan of $1 million. The cost of your mortgage was 10,000, so this is outflows, divided by a million inflows, so 10%. Simple. Simple. Now, from the perspective of the bank, because the cost for you is the rate of return for someone else, they made a rate of return of inflows of 10 divided by outflows of a million, 10%. You see, 10 and 10 right there. Now, yes, we can get more complicated and say that maybe you paid fees and other things, and these wouldn't necessarily equal each other all the time once we take into account real factors, real loan fees, all these taxes, everything, compounding interest, so many factors. But you see here, this is just good foundational understanding for everything we will see. Keep all of this in mind as we explore finance on the exam. When in doubt, if a question is asking for the cost of something or the rate of return, use these formulas. And so many formulas we will see are just derivatives of these. They just are a little bit more complicated versions of these two. I'm here to simplify this all for you. Hopefully it is still pretty simple. Hey there! Are you ready to not only pass your CPA exams, but truly understand and enjoy the material while studying? I know it seems impossible, right? Especially to enjoy the material? We'll do it together. Tap into the power of CPA.examprep.ai, where we've got personalized quizzes, multiple choice questions, memorization guides, flashcards, simulations, all tailored to your learning. Our adaptive study planning puts you on the fastest path to success and lifts you back up if you fall behind. Avoid wasting your precious time and money attempting an exam with a low chance of passing, because who wants that? We want to get you through this process as quick as possible. Our exam readiness prediction lets you walk in with confidence, knowing that you're prepared for success on exam day. Thankfully, there's no payment method needed to get started, so why don't you come join us? Visit cpa.examprep.ai and let's achieve your exam success together.